We are all over social media, helping couples and promoting stronger couples, healthier marriages,
Mhm.
and happier families. People seek out for advice and tips to make their marriage great, but it wasn't always like that.
You see, we got so busy working outside the home, in the home, on projects with the children that we lost touch of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were strangers in the same bedroom. We were easily building different lives, which would eventually lead to us growing apart. We got a wake up call. And that was when we started being intentional about everything. I mean, everything
Everything.
we did in our marriage.
Yes. Stay tuned for 7 everyday essentials for your marriage.
Yep. And we call them our marriage enhancers. We are.
Vito and Linda Patrick of Unique Couples. Welcome back. We are Vito and Linda Patrick of Unique Couples, and welcome to Unique Couples Sunday Night Live.
Yay! Awesome, awesome. We are so happy to see you. Those of you who are joining us live, go ahead, hashtag live squad. Let someone know that we are here and they definitely want to be in for this conversation we're having tonight.
Yes.
Yes.
Hello, Build Your Best Life, coming all the way from Florida.
Hello, hello. Good to have you and see you, Dan and Deborah. Um, and all of you who are joining us live. And then, of course, those of you who will catch the replay, you have questions, you have your points, because we're talking about how to, what are we talking about?
Today we're talking about marriage enhancers.
Okay, okay. So it's
Yes, 7 marriage enhancers.
okay, so
That's what we're talking about today.
okay, so
So for those of you who haven't subscribed to the Unique Couples YouTube channel, you want to go ahead and subscribe to the Unique Couples YouTube channel and make sure you turn on that notification bell, and you want to select all so you can know every time we go live here at Unique Couples. So go ahead and subscribe to the Unique Couples YouTube channel.
Okay.
Hello, Gia. Live Squad. Go ahead, type in hashtag Live Squad. For those of you that'll be watching the replay, go ahead and type in hashtag replay. If you have any questions during the show, you want to put them in the chat. Let us know
Mm-hmm.
your questions. Type them in the chat. Also, if you have any comments and takeaways, you can also go ahead and put them in the chat. Also, you want to connect further with unique couples, join the How to Strengthen Your Marriage Facebook private group and receive your 7 days of loving your spouse tracker. The link is in the comments. So you want to go ahead and connect with us.
So we're talking about how to enhance your relationship in 7 ways. So these are the 7 daily activities and things that we do, and just kind of like found ourselves doing over, like we on what, 20 years now, going
Yeah,
on
going
20
on 20
years,
years.
that we've incorporated. So this is the first set of 7. We have more to share as well, but we'll share some of them quickly with you tonight. Yeah, today. So 7, how to enhance your marriage. So these 7 things that we do, these are like the everyday things that we have to make sure that we kind of like nudge ourselves, nudge each other to make sure that we are doing these on a daily basis. And because of that, it has helped our relationship. It has helped us with, how we relate to each other and how we're continually growing and strengthening our marriage. So you want to start? What is your number one?
Number one, you want to kiss upon leaving and returning.
Yeah, so this is something that we do.
Yes, and that's very important. You want to kiss your spouse when you're leaving, going to work, going to the store, just going out. If you're going out and you're not going together, you want to kiss your spouse when you're leaving. And when you are returning, you also want to kiss your spouse as well. That's very important. That leads to intimacy. You are bonding with one another. You are connecting with one another just
Mhm.
by giving that simple kiss.
Yep.
That's very important. That shows your spouse how much you love them, how much you are into them.
Yep.
So that's important. So you want to kiss upon leaving and returning.
And it's just those simple things. It's like everything pausing and just in that little moment, that little second of time that it happens, that you're saying, I see you, I'm here with you, we're connected. And
Yes.
so that is important. So that's number one. Number one, thanks so much for writing it in the comments. Go ahead and help us with that. Okay, so number two.
Number two, sleep in the same bed.
So this is also something that we do.
Yeah,
Yes,
sleep
yes,
in the
sleep in the same
same
bed.
bed.
And then this could be like kind of like easy to kind of not do, because let's say, you're working different shifts, or any other thing. I don't know why it would happen, but it could
Yeah,
be easy to not do. And some people might take it, for granted that yeah, well, of course we sleep in the same bed, but that's not always the case.
yeah. So you want to ensure that you are sleeping in the same bed, because if it happens that you are working different shifts and you want your spouse to and make sure they get that rest, you may decide, well, I will go sleep in the next bed. Well, I don't think you should do that.
But hey, what works for you? We're just sharing the
Yes.
information, but what works for your relationship, know it works for. But we're telling you like what our experience has been and what we have been using, um, and what has kind of like worked for us.
Mm.
Okay, so just being intentional about knowing that we're sleeping in the same bed, so we don't get upset and say, you know what, I'm not staying here, I'm not sleeping here, I'm not checking. We make sure that we're intentional about, yes,
Sleeping in the same
sleeping
bed.
in the same bed. It's easy for us to decide to do something else, but we connect more when we are in the same bed, in the same bedroom.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's important that for whatever reason you decide not to do that, it's important that you communicate
Yeah.
it. And
Mm-hmm.
both of you know exactly why this is happening. Both of you are in agreement.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you don't want you don't want it to be any surprises. You want to make sure both of you are on the same page.
Definitely.
So communication is also important in that respect.
Yes. Hello, Claudine. Thanks for joining us. And Novlat, good to see you. Okay, so we're at number three. We're at
Num-
number
Number
three.
three, pray for and with each other.
Yeah.
The power of prayer. Pray for and with each other. And husbands, for those men that are watching, you are the priests of the home. You want to ensure that you lead your family in family worship. You want to lead out in prayer. And after that, you also want to have that prayer time with just you
Mm-hmm.
and your wife. That's
Yeah.
important that each of you pray for one another. And you can put your hand over your wife and cover her, pray for her, pray for guidance, pray for protection, pray for whatever obstacles or challenges
Mm-hmm.
she may come across that day so she will be able to get through. So it's important that you pray for your spouse. Pray for your spouse and pray with your spouse.
Definitely.
That's important.
And wives, it's important for you to also do that. Cover your husband in prayer. And praying for and with is important. It's important that, he hears you calling his name in prayer. Okay, it's just something about knowing that someone is praying for you, and then of course someone who knows you intimately to pray for you. They are able to really go and petition the throne for the things that you need, the exact things that you need. So just hearing your spouse calling your name in prayer, um, is really going to strengthen your marriage, strengthen your relationship. And so when Vito does it, and I'm there and I'm listening, I'm hearing him pray for certain things for me. It's like, okay, he gets it. He's connecting. He's understanding what some of my needs are, and so he could go and pray about it as well. And that kind of like gets us more connected to each other. So pray for and
And
with
with
each other. So it mention the names, and then of course do it together. So you could do it separately and then definitely do it together. So that was number three.
yes.
And number four, this is your secret. This is your like, and until I figured this one out. And I really caught on to this one. I was like, oh, that's what he does. Okay, so number
Yes.
four.
Number four is you want to check in on each other during the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's important. Check in on each other during the day. And there are many ways in which you can check in on your spouse throughout the day.
Mm-hmm.
We have the phone, where if both you and your spouse are on jobs where you can call one another, that's one way of checking in. Then
Mm-hmm.
you can message one another, whether it's through SMS text messaging, through WhatsApp messaging, through iPhone messaging, whatever it is, you can message your spouse. Then, if you want to email, you can also email your spouse. So,
FaceTime me.
FaceTime. So, there are all sorts of ways to communicate with your spouse, to check in on them throughout the day. Because if your spouse has a hectic job or busy job or stressful job, you may not be able to call them, but you can send them a text, and then you can have an emoji there, whether it's a
Mm.
heart or just a thinking about you. Enjoy your day. Make sure you don't work too hard, whatever the case may be. But you want to check in on your spouse throughout the day, because those few but simple words will mean a lot. And you're not only checking in on them, but you are also connecting with
Yeah.
your spouse throughout the day. So you're building that bond even when you're not in one another's presence. So that is very important.
Yep.
Check checking on your spouse throughout the day.
And this is a part of the kind of like the warming up, you know. Intimacy doesn't start in the bedroom, it starts before the bedroom. So this is you connecting and
Yes.
making sure that you're in tune throughout the day, so that hey, when the night comes, it's very peaceful. There's peace at night because you made sure that hey, you took care of everything during the day. And so that is a part of making sure and ensuring that you are connecting with your spouse um, intimately, sexually, just connecting on so many different levels, because we need different things as spouses. Wives, we need certain things. We want to communicate with our spouses. We want to connect with them. We want them to feel and know like what we're going through. We want them to be there, and we need that connection. And so when we have that, we are more inclined to be readily available for intimacy and physical intimacy. And so, yeah, that's a little I caught on to that one. I caught on to that one. So
So
it
that
works.
was
It works. It
that
works.
that was number
Number
4.
four. Number
Check
four.
in on each
Mhm.
other during the day. For those of you that are just tuning in, we are here today on Unique Couples Sunday Night Live, where we are talking about the 7 marriage enhancers.
Mhm.
You want to incorporate this into your daily lives. And those of you that are just tuning in, number 1 was kiss upon leaving and returning. Number 2 was sleep in the same bed. Number 3 was pray for and with each other. Number 4 was check in on each other during the day. So they were the first 4. We have 3 more to go.
Yes, and you have any of those daily things that you know that you do with your spouse, share those with us. Put those in the comments. We want to add some more to our list. We want to add some more to our list. We're all about continually learning and growing our relationship and each other. So go ahead. If you have any of those, put them in the comments for us. Feel free to share. Remember, go ahead and join us in the How to Strengthen Your Marriage Facebook group. Connect with us there. Get your How I Love your 7 days of loving your spouse tracker. Go ahead and get that. And then, of course, don't forget to join us in the Unique Couples Marriage Club and, of course, do our courses. So we have the course for our Marriage of Your Dreams course for married couples. And then we have our Being Me course for all of you singles, ladies, wives. You can actually also do it as well. And that is just gearing up yourself, to loving yourself first so that you can be readily available for love and definitely love the way you need to love your spouse. Okay, so we're at
Yes, so you
number.
definitely want to become a part of the Unique Couples Marriage Club. We want to see marriages thrive. And when you become a part of the Unique Couples Marriage Club, you get your spouseology degree.
Yeah.
Yes, you get your spouseology degree. This is where you continuously learn about your spouse
Mhm.
each and every day, and you want to become a part of the Unique Couples Marriage Club. We want to see marriages thrive. We want you to get that spouseology degree. So go ahead and put in the comments hashtag marriage club so you can become a part of the Unique Couples Marriage Club.
Definitely. So we're at number
5.
five.
Yes, we are number 5. So number 5, you want to create expectancy and excitement about what's next in and outside the bedroom.
And so this is the tongue twister because we're talking also about sexpectancy, right? So it's
Expectancy
yes,
and
and
sexpectancy.
sexpectancy, right? So it's all about all of the expectations that you have um, in your relationship. So inside of the bedroom and outside of the bedroom. Okay. And so it's what can I do? What can we look forward to as a couple? What are some of the things we could look forward to? So we'd plan, we're doing our date nights. We're making sure that, hey, we have a getaway coming up. We're just always having something next, something else to look forward to. So it's always sense of excitement
Mm-hmm.
because we know that, hey, we have a future. We're looking at and planning for the future, even as we enjoy today. And so that sense of just, just knowing that, hey, something else is going to happen, that creates this synergy in our relationship. And it really has worked because it's like there's always something else. There's always something that we can get excited about, that we can continually do. And so that is also in the bedroom. Okay. And so whether it's trying out new things, it's, knowing what each other's desires are, or knowing what your spouse's desires are, needs are, and making sure that you fulfill those, that is going to be something wonderful for your relationship. So, in the Unique Couples Marriage Club, we talk about naming those positions. Yes, that is also a part of the making sure that we have that sex expectancy.
Yes. So number five was create expectancy and excitement about what's next in and outside the bedroom. So it's not just about in the bedroom, but
Mm-hmm.
also outside the bedroom. You want
Mm-hmm.
to have excitement outside the bedroom as well. So this is all about doing things together. And like Linda would have said, those date nights. Those date nights are very, very important. So you want to make sure you incorporate those date nights as well. That's very, very important.
Okay, so we're at number six. We're at
Yes.
number
Number
six.
six, celebrate and compliment each other. Yes, celebrate and compliment each other.
Mm-hmm.
So don't just wait for, like, this month there was Valentine, and then you have the birthday, and then you have the anniversary. Don't just wait for those three occasions to celebrate. You want to incorporate celebration as frequent as possible, whether it's daily, weekly, monthly. You want to always celebrate with your spouse. And you also want to compliment your spouse.
Mm-hmm.
That's very important. One of the five love languages is words of affirmation. If your spouse love words of affirmation, well, you want to give
Yep.
your spouse words of affirmation. You want to continuously compliment your spouse. That's very important. Don't only have other persons complimenting your
Mm.
spouse. Your spouse should get those compliments before they leave from home, from you all the time. So you want to celebrate and compliment your spouse.
Yeah. So you should be your spouse's greatest cheerleader. Like no
Hmm.
one should be cheering them on more than you. You should be the number one fan, the number one cheerleader. And so
Hmm.
we want to, and we gravitate more to people who make us feel good, who compliment us and tell us nice things. And you want that person to be your spouse. Okay, so you want to be that for your spouse. Be the person that they know that they can look to say something positive, to just look out for. Yes, a lot of negative will be there, but you want to be the person, and they want you to be the person that they know that something positive is coming from. And create that environment, make that a part of the culture of your home, the culture of your relationship, that whatever space you're in, that, hey, it's you two, and you're creating that culture, that atmosphere of you're safe with me. I appreciate you. I'm going to
Hmm.
look for the best in everything you do and say and be, and just let you know. And
Yes.
don't shy away from it. Let's love out loud, and that's something that um, we have incorporated in our relationship, where we make sure that it's a part of something we do, loving out loud by doing those things.
Yes. So you want to celebrate and compliment each other.
And this is a daily thing. So find something every day to compliment, and you can celebrate. Hey, yes, oh, you got home a little earlier today. Yay. So, just find something. It could be the simplest things, it could be complex, but just the simple just makes it just so more meaningful. So no matter how simple it is, find something to compliment. We talk about the kiss on leaving and returning. We talk about the praying. We talk about all these different things. These are things that you want to incorporate every day. Okay, so get your 7 in every day. And of course, there's more than 7, but we're sharing 7 today.
Yes. And
Number
number
7.
seven,
Oh, this
drum
one.
roll.
You.
Number seven.
And
say I love you.
this one is for me, I think one of the ones that I'd have to be like, oh, did I say that today? Because sometimes we um and then when I say it, I mean like I'll just say it like out of my mouth, not just kind of like just write it, but actually say it. Because sometimes you can get so busy, like, did I actually say it?
Yeah.
So I have to second guess myself and say, did I say it? Did I say it this morning? Did I say it? And I find that combining it with the when you kiss on leaving and returning, that kind of helps.
Yeah,
Well, that
it's
my
because
tongue
it's
is
much
twisting on all of
it's
this
much
stuff.
easier to do that. So when you're kissing, when you're leaving, you just
You could
give
say
a
that as
kiss and
yeah.
say I love you. When you return, give a kiss and say I love you,
Hmm.
and you would have already said it twice for the day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So get in as much time as you can, because guess what? When you're so busy saying "I love you," you don't have any space for arguments. It's like it's hard to argue with someone who's complimenting you. It's
Hmm.
hard to argue with someone who's telling you all these nice things and kissing you and saying I love you. It's kind of a little hard. It's like you don't have time for all of the arguments and stuff because you're so into looking for the positive in each
Yes.
other that all of the other things kind of like dull in comparison. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. So those are the 7 marriage enhancers that we make sure are a part of our relationship every day that we do to keep the fire, to keep the interest, to keep the connection between us alive and well. So we invite you to, hey, go ahead, try it. Let us know how it works. If it doesn't work for you, that's fine, because guess what? Every couple is unique. And the great thing about it is, like, we've interviewed so many couples and worked with so many couples that, and from everyone, we kind of like get something, and we don't use everything we get from everyone. That would be impossible too, right? But there's always something that you can get from someone. So we're
Hmm.
continually learning. So what works for us, we use and we incorporate, and we invite you to do the same too. And if you want to get more one-on-one help in applying these and knowing exactly how you can make it work for your relationship, go ahead and book your one-on-one session with us. The link is in the comments, in the description. You can go ahead and book your one-on-one. If you are doing it individually, you can go ahead and do that. And if you want to do it as a couple, you can do that as well. So go ahead and book your one-on-one session with us today. Okay.
Yes. And go ahead and put your takeaways in as we are about to bring this conversation to an end. Let us know what are your takeaways.
Mm-hmm.
Put the comments in. Today we spoke on the 7 marriage enhancers. Number 1 was kiss upon leaving and returning. Number 2 was sleep in the same bed.
Yep.
Number 3 was pray for and with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4 was check in on each other during the day. Number 5 was create expectancy and excitement about what's next in and outside the bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Number 6, celebrate and compliment each other. Number 7, say I love you.
Every day,
Yes.
every
So you
single
want
day.
you want to do those 7 marriage enhancers, and we know there are more. But like Linda said, these are some of the things that we incorporated in our marriage. So you want to go ahead and incorporate those as well, as long as what you are doing, and find others so you can also have a great marriage. It's our marriage, our home, our children, our life. So we work together to make them great.
Yep.
And we want you to also work together with your spouse so you can
Mm-hmm.
have that great marriage as well.
Yes. And remember, go ahead and get your spouseology degree. Join us in the Unique Couples Marriage Club and learn more about that. The link is in the comments in the description. Go ahead and register to be a part of that. And then, of course, book your one-on-one session with us, and we'll get you all connected for with that, those marriage enhancers and so much more as you strengthen your relationship, strengthen your marriage, and definitely be a blessing to your family.
Yes. So we want to send a special shout out goes to Unique Couple sponsors and supporters. Hair to Please, the Nail Lab Creation by Anna, Party with Serenity, Style Me Pretty, Build Your Best Life with Deborah D. Smith, Total Great
Mm-hmm.
Solutions with Thaddeus and Amanda Randolph, Candylicious, and K4 Podcast. We just want to say a special shout out to those sponsors and supporters of Unique
Guess
Couples.
what I forgot? Guess what I forgot? And can't forget, we have our special Unique Couples Rekindle date night coming up. We are like, what, how many days away?
Like 4 days away.
4 days away. So those of you who are in Grand Bahama, in the Bahamas, you could go ahead and join us. Those of you who will be traveling to join us, go right ahead. We are going to have an awesome time as we connect. We have couples joining together, have an intimate, fun, exciting time with your spouse. And of course, there'll be games, surprises, and prizes as well. So you want to join us for our Unique Couples Rekindle date night. Yes,
Yeah.
you had some
Yeah, I
comments.
see a few
Yes.
takeaways in
Mm-hmm.
there. Claudine says, in my experience, the best is pray for and with each other and saying, I
Oh,
love you.
yes.
There's no better feeling than knowing the person who loves you is petitioning God on your behalf.
Awesome. Love
Awesome.
that. Love
Yes.
that.
And then
Yes.
we have Lion Eagle, all great points. Praying for and
Mm-hmm.
with your spouse and checking in during the day stood out for me.
Awesome.
Excellent,
Awesome. Yes.
excellent. So go ahead, put those takeaways in. Let us know, leave some comments. We had a great time sharing with you here tonight on Unique Couples Sunday Night Live. Go ahead and join the conversations taking place on all things marriage and family with Vito and Linda in the free How to Strengthen Your Marriage Facebook group and sign up to receive our free 7 days of loving your spouse tracker. The link is in the description and the comments. So you want to go ahead and join the How to Strengthen Your Marriage Facebook private group. So we had fun
Yay.
sharing with you here today on Unique Couples Sunday Night Live. Here at Unique Couples, we are building stronger couples, healthier marriages, and happier
Happier
families.
families.
We love you guys. Have a great evening. Have an awesome week. And make sure you do those marriage enhancers so
Every day.
your marriage can thrive
Yes, every day.
every day. Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.